I was afraid. Not the kind of fear that makes you scream. The kind that makes you stay quiet. The kind that makes you smile in front of people, while your chest feels like it's slowly being crushed from the inside. And the scariest part is nobody knew. Not my family. Not my friends. Not even the man who lived in the same house as me. Because the secret I was carrying, if it ever came out, it would change everything. I still remember the night it began. It was raining. The kind of rain that makes the whole world feel smaller. I was sitting alone in my room, staring at my phone, watching a message that I didn't have the courage to open. Because I already knew what it said. We need to talk. Those 4 words felt heavier than any scream. My hands were shaking as I locked my door, slid down to the floor, and finally opened it. And just like that, everything I had been pretending not to see was suddenly right in front of me. You see, the secret wasn't just about me. It was about someone I loved. Someone everyone trusted. Someone who had a perfect image. And if people ever found out the truth, that image would shatter. And so would my family. So I stayed silent. I told myself I was being strong, that I was protecting everyone. But really, I was slowly disappearing. At dinner, I laughed when everyone else laughed. At gatherings, I smiled for photos. But inside, I felt like I was screaming underwater. Every time that person walked into the room, my heart would start racing. Not because I was scared of them, but because I was scared of what I knew. Scared of what I was hiding. Scared of what would happen if I finally spoke. One night, my mother sat beside me on the couch. She looked at me in that quiet way she always did when she knew something was wrong. "Are you okay?" she asked. I wanted to tell her. I wanted to say everything. But the words stuck in my throat like broken glass. So I did what I always did. I lied. "I'm fine." And I watched the worry in her eyes fade into relief, while the guilt inside me grew heavier. Weeks passed. Then months. The secret became a weight I carried everywhere. When I tried to sleep, it kept me awake. When I tried to pray, it made me feel ashamed. When I tried to feel happy, it reminded me I didn't deserve to. Because how could I be happy while living a lie? Then one day, everything almost came out. I was in the kitchen when I overheard a conversation I wasn't supposed to hear. Voices were raised. Questions were being asked. And suddenly, the truth was standing right at the edge of the room, ready to be seen. My heart started pounding so hard, I thought I might faint. This was it. This was the moment everything would either fall apart or stay buried forever. And in that moment, I had to make a choice. Stay silent or finally speak. I walked into the room. Every step felt like walking toward a storm. Everyone turned to look at me. And for a second, the world went completely quiet. I could feel the secret in my chest, begging to be released. But fear wrapped around my voice. Fear of breaking my family. Fear of being blamed. Fear of not being believed. So I did the hardest thing I'd ever done. I said nothing. And just like that, the truth was pushed back into the dark. That night, I cried like I never had before. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just silent tears soaking my pillow. Because I realized something terrifying. The secret wasn't just destroying my life. It was destroying me. I stopped recognizing myself. I became distant. I became quiet. I became small. People thought I was just tired. They had no idea I was fighting a war inside my own heart. A war between protecting others and saving myself. And one day, I couldn't do it anymore. I looked at my reflection in the mirror and barely knew who was staring back. My eyes were dull. My smile was gone. And I finally understood something. Keeping the secret wasn't making me strong. It was killing me. So I did something that changed everything. I told the truth. Not loudly. Not publicly. But honestly. I sat down with the one person who mattered most. And I spoke. Every word felt like pulling a knife out of my chest. Painful, but freeing. There were tears. There was shock. There was silence. But for the first time in so long, I could breathe. The truth didn't fix everything. Some relationships were strained. Some trust was broken. Some hearts were hurt. But something else happened too. I got my life back. I got me back. And the secret that once ruled my every thought finally lost its power. If you're watching this right now, and you're carrying something heavy, something you're afraid to say, something that's eating you alive in silence, please remember this. You don't have to destroy yourself just to protect others. Your truth matters too. Broken heart, what would you do if you were in my place? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Woman's Stories 8 for more true emotional stories that touch the heart and heal the soul. Herb